To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You is a sequel to the smash hit of 2018 To All the Boys I Loved Before, and this film continues showing Laura Jean's relationship begin to grow and blossom with Kavinsky and, like, seeing the normal, charming rom-com stuff that happens, but the last letter that was in the first movie that got mailed out, that we never got a response from, has responded, and that response is Jordan Fisher. Now there's this love triangle whole thing happening, like, does she love Kavinsky, does she love him? Who knows? This was just a big and that disappoints me. When the first To All the Boys movie came out, I wasn't expecting much, but what I got was, like, it was charming. It was nice. It was good. Like, despite, like, you could see where it was coming from, it did it in a way that was just, it felt more relaxed and more free-going and more fun about how it went about it. And despite knowing where it was going to go, it still had some genuinely sweet moments in it, and I like that about it. I don't think it really needed a sequel, and then another one that's supposed to come out later this year, I believe. And where the first one was fun and charming, this one is, what's the best way to describe a very cliche normal rom-com? This is a very Netflix rom-com. What I mean by that is it's a very by-the-numbers standard rom-com that seemingly anyone could make. Like, if they start delivering kits on how to make rom-coms, I wouldn't be surprised, because this is really bland and boring and average, and it makes me a bit mad. Yeah, if you know me, you know I don't like average rom-coms, or really rom-coms in general. I really like it when they do something different, like Love, Simon, The Half of It, The Big Sick, 500 Days of Summer. When they do something different with either its approach or how it tells its story or the story in general, I tend to like that more because it's more interesting. But not here. No. Not here. I'll get this out of the way. There are some good things. The acting is good. I like the characters. I like the acting. I think everyone still gives a great performance. Cinematography is still gorgeous. It's very beautiful, which I'm very surprised by because of how average this movie is. And there's times when, like, it is pretty funny. There might be, like, one or two charming moments here and there, but everything else in between, I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened, and it makes me a bit mad. You know what? I need to talk about it. Here's the spoiler warning and the time to go to when I stop talking about this. Okay, so why in the world? Here's my rant on this. Why make it so that you do everything in your power to make the audience and Laura Jean herself want her to end up with John Ambrose? You do every single thing you could possibly do. He has never wronged her. He never did anything wrong to her. He's always kind and polite and a gentleman to her, while Kavinsky is just a douche because that's just who he is. He's just a douche. Like, in the beginning, he has, like, one nice moment with her, but then once, like, John Ambrose shows up, he just becomes this big douche. I don't see what she sees in him. Like, I don't get it. Like, why? Like, if your movie is doing everything in its power to prove that one person is so much better for her than the other person is, like, in literally every instance, then why not go with, like, that person that is better for her? Like, do different. Do something different. Shake it up a bit. Surprise us. No, it doesn't do that. Makes me a bit mad. A bit mad. I don't know what happened in between sequels. Like, what happened? Why did we get so cliched and so normal and average with how everything is approached? I'm confused. I don't understand. Like, it hits every cliche that you could hit in the book for a rom-com. Like, I'm confused. I really don't like when rom-coms do this whole love triangle stuff, because it's just like, we all know which one she's gonna end up for. Like, it's not that hard to really decipher out, because you're not making it hard to decipher out. Like, I don't get it. The first film, like, was fun and charming, but this one is bland and boring and average. It makes me mad. I'm frustrated. There's really not that much in this movie that makes me want Laura Jean to stay with Kavinsky, and it doesn't really do much to, say that they should stay together. It really doesn't. he doesn't like do anything bad to her, but like he's just not there for her. He's not present. He doesn't treat her like like he should, and it's just like you're just a douche. Stop being douchey. Like, I know that it seems like the only thing I can say about this movie is the romance at the center, but that's what the movie is saying. All it does is point out that John Ambrose is right for her and that Kavinsky is not. But then in the end, ooh, this pisses me off so much. She, for some reason, after like the most beautiful dance you could have in high school happens, where it's just the two of them in the snow, nah, I don't want you. I want Kavinsky, cause Kavinsky. What? Am I missing something here? Like, what? The romance at the center is very frustrating to me because it does the most cliched things you could do with it, and it tries its damnedest to make us want her to end up with John Ambrose, but then in the end, it thinks it's clever and goes back to Kavinsky. But I swear to God, if in the third one at the end, if they break up, I'm gonna be pissed, and I'm watching the third one because I just need to. Not because I want to, I need to. I need to see how this whole train wreck ends. I need to see if there's something worth saving at the end. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just losing my damn mind. It could be that. I've been stuck in my house for over a month. Okay, back to normal talking about a movie rather than a rant about a weird love triangle. I still like the characters, not Kavinsky. Kavinsky is just a douche. I just designated him as douche one. I wouldn't be surprised if in the third one there's another third guy that shows up and becomes douche two. I wouldn't be surprised. But I don't care about him. But Laura Jean is still a very nice, charming character. I really liked her. I like her personality. Lana Condor is a great actress, and I thought that she was really good in this. Everyone else is great. Jordan Fisher was really good in this. I don't think I've seen him in anything else, but I know that he was in Dear Evan Hansen, and so for him to jump from that to this is a bit disappointing. But you gotta make that bank. But he did a good job with what he had. But we're the first one, tried to divert our expectations and go with some more dramatic elements in certain aspects by exploring her family, her mom, her relationship with her friends and stuff like that. This one, it really doesn't do that, and it would rather be more occupied with trying to be this big romance movie, which the first one was, but it knew that we had to get invested in the characters first before you could really make us care about the romance. But here, it thinks that because we already know the characters, we don't have to really explore them anymore. There's times when there's a bit of exploration, but it's really not much. And it just feels very standard, with any exploration that happens. So, by the end, nothing really is changed. No one really grows or really anything. Kavinsky's still a douche, but he realizes, I might as well make some big grand romantic gesture. That might be enough. Which is pretty much what happens. Yay. But I know this is just pretty much one big tirade. But honestly, to all the boys, P.S. I Still Love You, it's very average. It's very generic. It's really disappointing. Besides the good acting and the beautiful cinematography, there's really not much to offer here. If you like it, I can see it, but you can't not be mad, right? Am I the only one that's mad about this? It's weird that I'm so mad about this, but I'm mad about this. But if you're not mad about this, let me know why in the comments. I'm genuinely curious. But if you are mad, let me know too, because we need to unite. We need to get John Ambrose. Oh, God. We need to get John Ambrose and Laura Jean together because they deserve to be happy. But yeah, very average, very generic. If you want to watch the first one, go ahead. It's much better than this one. It's more charming. It's more fun. This one, very average, very generic. It's better than shit like Tall Girl and Sierra Burgess and The Kissing Booth, but it's not something like the half of it. Dear God, the half of it is so much better. But it's just a big that's the best I can say. I'm going to give to all the boys, P.S. I love you. P.S. I love you? P.S. I still love you? I don't know, whatever. It's whatever the poster says. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. It's very average. It's very generic. There's good things in it. It's not necessarily a bad movie, but dear God, it's so generic. It really pisses me off. Might not annoy a lot of people, but it annoys me. I've seen a lot of movies. If you follow my Letterboxd, you know how many movies I've seen. it just, you start to notice the cliches a lot, and when you start to notice them a lot, it really starts to tick you off like it does for me. So yeah, that was my big tirade about how much I hate Kavinsky and how much I think that John Ambrose should be with Laura Jean. But, you know, it is what it is. Like, share, subscribe, all that good nonsense. If you have thoughts about this movie, let me know. I don't know, I'm mad. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed. Alright, good night.